As the heir of a wealthy family in Xinjiang, you started managing the family business at 10 and grew the family enterprise to tens of billions by 18. By 20, your net worth exceeded 100 billion, making you the richest man in Tianhai. Yet on your wedding day, the fiancé you raised with your own hands jumped out of a window to run off with a pretty boy. After learning this, you let out a long sigh of relief, because today's wedding was deliberately orchestrated by you. The Lu and Su families had arranged a childhood betrothal 20 years ago, and you and Su Muxue grew up together as childhood sweethearts. Over the years, you propelled the Lu family into the top 5 in Tianhai, while the Su family also reaped huge profits by relying on the Lu family. However, according to the normal course of events, you would marry Su Muxue, and the two families would create glory together after the union. But ever since a guy named Gu Ning appeared 3 years ago, everything changed. Su Muxue gradually distanced herself from you, spending all her days traveling and having fun with her brother Gu Ning. It was from that point that you gave up on Su Muxue and the Su family. The reason you endured until today to still marry Su Muxue was to legitimately and thoroughly reclaim everything you had given the Su family. Little did you know that your foolish adopted sister at home had long been waiting for this moment. After leaving the wedding scene, you got into the car, and your assistant quickly handed you a tablet. President, this is the surveillance footage of Miss Su escaping from the wedding venue. You nodded and casually swiped to play the video. The assistant said softly, "The news has been blocked by us, and I've also sent people to tail Miss Su. Should we go bring her back now?" "No. Immediately lift the blockade, buy a headline trending topic, and spread the news of Su Muxue's wedding escape. Then notify everyone to terminate all cooperation with the Su family and withdraw all support given to them." The assistant was taken aback. "President, maybe think it over? This will damage your reputation." You waved your hand. "Damage to reputation is not a problem, as long as my assets aren't harmed. Remember to prepare the documents. Tomorrow, I'm going to take back everything I gave the Su family, down to the last cent. Also, reclaim all the real estate and luxury cars Su Muxue bought with my card." At that moment, a phone ringtone interrupted your orders. It was Su Muxue calling. You casually pressed the answer button. "I'm sorry, Ah Chuan." Su Muxue's apologetic voice came through the phone. "I'm really sorry about today. It's just that brother Gu Ning is too pitiful. Her mother is still in the hospital being rescued. And in Tianhai, I'm her only friend. I came to keep her company. I promise you, as soon as Auntie is out of danger, I'll come back immediately and marry you." You chuckled and asked, "Su Muxue, there's one thing I don't understand. What does Gu Ning's mother's rescue have to do with you? Is she your long-lost mother?" "But I remember Chang Wanqing is your biological mother, and she was at the wedding venue too." Su Muxue paused. "Lu Jingchuan, can you stop being so sarcastic as a grown man? Gu Ning's mother is also my godmother. My godmother is having surgery. Is it wrong for me to keep her company?" "You're definitely not wrong. I am. Since I knew it would be like this, I still had to ask that unnecessary question. I'm just too pathetic. When your godmother's surgery is done, remember to let me know. I'll send someone to give her a big fruit basket to thank her properly." Su Muxue frowned. "What do you mean by that? Are you threatening me? Didn't I already promise to come back and continue marrying you after the surgery? Can you stop being unreasonable? I hate narrow-minded people the most. I don't want my future husband to be that kind of person." You were a bit dumbfounded, completely unable to see where you had been unreasonable, or where you were narrow-minded. You were genuinely grateful to Gu Ning's mother. If it weren't for her, Su Muxue wouldn't have been so quick to escape the wedding, and you would have had to use the second plan, which would definitely have cost you even tens of billions. You saw a new call coming in. "I have another call. Let's talk another day." You hung up on Su Muxue. "Chen Yi, what do you need?" The caller was Su Muxue's mother, Chen Wanqing, also your mother's best friend. "Where did you run off to?" You laughed. "Where else could I go? I went home, of course." Chen Wanqing paused. "Didn't you go find Muxue?" You frowned. "Why would I go find her?" Chen Wanqing blurted out. "She's your bride. Aren't you going to find her?" You were a bit exasperated. "Aunt Chen, she already ran away from the wedding, so she's no longer my bride. Do you understand that logic?" Chen Wanqing hesitated. "It's normal for young couples to have a little quarrel. Just go coax her. Won't that work? Muxue is easy to appease. Say a few nice words, buy her a little gift, and she won't be angry anymore." Hearing this, you were truly speechless. You really couldn't understand what was going on in these people's minds. Did they think running away from a wedding was some trivial matter, and expecting you to apologize to Su Muxue? Shaking your head, you hung up the phone directly. At Tianhai City's top private hospital, Su Muxue, dressed in a specially tailored wedding gown, stood anxiously at the emergency room entrance. Beside her, Gu Ning looked worried. Sister Muxue, by running out like this, won't Brother Chuan be really angry? Su Muxue smiled. No, I know her well. In all these years, she has never gotten angry with me, and I've already explained everything to her. As soon as Godmother is out of danger, I'll go back and marry her. She is a very considerate woman. How could she blame me? And you, just as you return home, 2 rows of servants stand at the entrance. They all bow in unison to welcome the young master home. You smile and wave your hand. We're all old acquaintances, there's really no need for such formality. Every time I come home, you all come out to greet me. It must be tiring. It makes me a bit embarrassed. The servants shout in unison, young master. We're not tired. It's the young master who works hard. You force a smile. Such a ridiculous welcoming style. If you claimed the servants did it on their own, no one would believe you. But that's the truth. You only hinted at giving bonuses and added some extra perks. These people voluntarily stood at the entrance every day to welcome you. All right, disperse. Everyone go to the butler and collect your red packets. The servants bowed in unison. Thank you, young master. Just as you return to the living room, a girl of 17 or 18 rushes over. You instinctively reach out and press down on her head. Lu Jingchuan, I've told you many times not to ram your head into me. It hurts, you know? Lu Jingchuan rubbed her forehead. If it doesn't hurt you, the corner of your mouth twitched. You keep telling yourself, don't bother with an idiot. This Lu Jingchuan is an orphan adopted by your parents when you were 3, meant to keep you company. By the time she turned 3, she still couldn't speak. At first, everyone thought she had a slow developing brain. Only when she turned 7 did they realize this girl didn't have a slow brain. She was mentally disabled. Back then, your parents wanted to send her back to the orphanage, but you insisted on keeping her. You've raised her for 7 years, even a dog would have feelings. Besides, she follows you every day, calling out Big Brother from behind. Niancy, be good. Big Brother still has work to do. Lu Jingchuan blinked her innocent big eyes and held onto you tightly. Wang Ma, come take her away quickly. The butler, after distributing the red packets, came in and said, young master. Wang Ma's daughter-in-law gave birth. She resigned to go back home and take care of the grandchild. You sighed inwardly. Wang Ma had worked in this house for over 10 years, and she was the only one who could handle Lu Jingchuan. Her leaving isn't a small matter. What will I do now? You could only shake your head helplessly. Steward Lu, go and change the password to the mansion's main gate right now. Also, pack up Su Muxue's belongings and send them back to the Su family immediately. Steward Lu bowed and accepted the order. 3 years. Finally, I can openly drive Su Muxue out. Every day, seeing a woman who bears the title of my fiancée but is always flirting with other men. It would be a lie to say you weren't annoyed. But now, everything is over. The money will soon be fully recovered. As you think about it, your eyelids grow heavier and heavier. Then, sitting on the sofa, you fall asleep. Behind you, a hint of slyness flashes in Lu Jingchuan's innocent big eyes. I've been drifting through 17 years. Do you know how I've survived these 17 years? I'm the author, the creator god. Damn world rules. Restricting my freedom, forcing me to play the fool. Good thing I have the system. Now the plot has entered the right track. Su Muxue fled the wedding. As long as this fool of a brother of mine wakes up, realizes his mistakes, and wins Su Muxue back with sincerity, I can complete the first plot mission, collect the rest, and break free from the rules to become a normal person. On the other side, at the wedding venue, the guests had long grown impatient. Is this wedding happening or not? Is our time not valuable? If it weren't for Mr. Lu's sake, I would have left long ago. How much longer do we have to wait? Seeing the friends and relatives present murmuring among themselves, Su Tianqi, the head of the Su family, also grew anxious. Wanqing, call Lu Jingchuan. What did he say? Chen Wanqing smiled slightly. No problem. I've already conveyed Su Muxue's plan to Lu Jingchuan. Don't worry. They'll be back soon. Su Tianqi was still uneasy. Maybe we should call again to ask. Chen Wanqing hesitated for a moment, then finally dialed your number. At the Lu family villa, Lu Jingchuan directly pressed the decline button. Chen Wanqing put down her phone. He hung up. Su Tianqi took out his phone and called you, but after a moment's thought, it was hung up. Having watched her grow up, nothing had ever been able to make her angry, from the very beginning. Her emotions were as stable as an adult's. Su Tianqi nodded. But this time, Muxue really went too far. You should call her and talk it over. Tell her not to throw a tantrum and hurry back to marry Lu Jingchuan. Chen Wanqing also thought it made some sense. Then she dialed Su Muxue's number. What's wrong? Hearing Su Muxue's voice, Chen Wanqing breathed a sigh of relief. Lu Jingchuan has gone to pick you up. Today is your happy wedding day. Don't act spoiled. Come back obediently with Lu Jingchuan, understand? Su Muxue frowned. Now you've learned to complain to them? I've already made it very clear to her. Just stop meddling in our business, okay? And tell Lu Jingchuan that I'm really mad this time. After saying that, Su Muxue hung up the phone directly. Gu Ning asked cautiously, was that auntie? Su Muxue nodded. She said Lu Jingchuan has already come to pick me up. Gu Ning's face showed pain. Then, sister, you should go back with brother Chuan quickly. I can handle this alone. Su Muxue shook her head. I said I would stay with you to wait for godmother to come out. Is godmother also? At a time like this, if I'm not here, then what face would I have left to keep a foothold in Tianhai? Don't worry. When Lu Jingchuan comes, I'll have him wait with us. Gu Ning said in surprise, really? Brother Chuan is willing to wait with us too? After saying that, Gu Ning's expression became somewhat desolate. Someone as dazzling as a deity as him. How could he spare a second glance at me and my mother? Su Muxue quickly comforted him, don't worry. Lu Jingchuan is not that kind of person. He never looks down on anyone, even beggars on the street. He can treat them like brothers. Besides, my godmother is also his godmother. Him staying to wait with us is what he ought to do. Rest assured 100 times. I'll handle everything. Let me tell you another secret. This high-end private hospital was opened by Lu Jingchuan 3 years ago. After he learned about godmother's condition, I had him set up a VIP ward here. He has always been generous and kind. Once godmother recovers, I'll have Lu Jingchuan take all of us on a global honeymoon trip. Gu Ning pretended to be delighted. Can mom and I really go? Su Muxue nodded. Of course. You've never been on a world tour before. This is the perfect chance. We're all family. Family should stick together, right? As she spoke, Su Muxue's expression also turned a bit downcast. Jingchuan lost his parents when he was young and has had to take care of a simple-minded sister. He's always lived a hard and tiring life. After I marry into the Lu family, I'll bring you and godmother along too. Then he'll have a brother and a mother to care for him. At that moment, in the hall of the Lu family villa, you had a very strange dream. In the dream, you felt as if you were soaking in warm water, drifting endlessly, and beside you seemed to be someone else, but you couldn't see who it was. You couldn't see their face either. You drifted along in this daze until a gentle voice pulled you back to reality. When you woke up, you felt completely relaxed and refreshed. Looking down, Lu Niancy was lying on your chest, snoring loudly, her drool soaking through your clothes. You smiled helplessly. Tomorrow, this will explode across Tianhai and even the whole country. You nodded. I trust your work. Double this month's bonus. Go to the finance department right now. The voice on the phone was clearly startled. But it's not payday yet this month. You smiled. Your wife is due to give birth in a few days, right? I'll arrange for her to be at my private hospital and give you a premium single room. Joyful surprise came from the phone. Thank you, President. I'll give you my life from now on. You hung up with a laugh. Then you picked up Lu Niancy and went back to your room. One night was enough for many things to happen. The next morning, you woke up in bed. The moment you opened your eyes, you were startled. Seeing Lu Niancy's dazed expression, you breathed a sigh of relief. You silly girl, when will you ever learn to behave? Do I really have to keep you locked up at home for the rest of your life? Lu Niancy jumped from the windowsill straight onto the bed. You had no choice but to reach out and catch her. With a thud, she crashed headfirst into your arms, making you wince in pain. You felt utterly helpless. In just one day, you were already missing Auntie Wang. After washing up, you quickly left the house. At the Lu Corporation headquarters, in the president's office, you opened the headline news. Sure enough, the trending list had become Tianhai's richest man's bride flee's wedding. From 1st to 10th place on the list, all were news about the Tianhai richest man being jilted and cheated on. You couldn't help but smile. Just then, your former father-in-law Su Tianqi called. You exited the news page and answered. Jingchuan, what's going on with that trending news? Didn't you block the information? You laughed. Why would I block it? Su Tianqi was stunned. This concerns the reputation of the Lu family. If you act now to remove the trending topic, it's not too late. Why would I remove it? Su Tianqi was taken aback again. Do you not care at all about the Lu family's reputation? You suddenly realized. So you're worried about the Lu family's reputation. Rest assured on that front. Reputation can be good or bad. I've never cared what others say. Instead, your Su family should think about how to give me a satisfactory explanation. Su Tianqi said in confusion, what explanation does the Su family owe you? You failed to bring Mushue back yourself. How can you blame the Su family? You were stunned upon hearing this. Truly baffling, how the Su family's minds work. How are they even wired? Why is every single one of them so absurd? Su Tianxi, do you even know what you're saying? It was your Su family's Su Mushue who eloped with another man and fled the wedding. And now you're blaming me? Su Tianxi immediately retorted. Mushue has been betrothed to you since childhood. She has long been a member of the Lu family. Ever since she moved into your house, her matters have been out of the Su family's hands. If you couldn't keep an eye on her, that's your problem. How can you blame the Su family? You were instantly shocked. So this is how the Su family thinks. So it seems I misunderstood them. Their minds are actually quite clever. They have long considered Su Mushue as part of the Lu family. They only care about taking benefits, not whether Su Mushue lives or dies. The one who's abnormal is me, for treating a wealthy family like theirs as ordinary people. In their eyes, Su Mushue is just a commodity sold to the Lu family while still in the womb. Realizing this, you felt relieved. You refused to acknowledge Su Mushue as part of the Su family? Even better. Gather everything I've given Su Mushue over the years. I'll come pick it up myself later. Su Tianxi wanted to say something more. But the call had already been hung up. What's wrong with Lu Jingchuan? He seems like a different person. Chen Wanqing, who was beside him, looked worried. With all these rumors flying around, I'm afraid Lu Jingchuan might do something foolish. Should we call Mushue back? Just as Su Tianxi was about to speak, his phone suddenly vibrated. Answering it, all he heard was an anxious voice. Mr. Su, it's bad. The Lu Corporation unilaterally withdrew their 10 billion investment in our new development project this morning. Several long-term cooperative projects have also been halted. Our Su family's stock price has already hit the daily limit. Market value has evaporated by over $1 billion. It's expected to keep falling. Mr. Su, think of something fast. If this continues, we'll face bankruptcy and liquidation. Su Tianxi's hand trembled, and the phone dropped to the ground. Wanqing, call Mushue immediately. Tell her to get the hell back here right now. I'll prepare some generous gifts and personally go apologize to Lu Jingchuan. Also, announce to the public that the Su family will hold a makeup wedding for Lu Jingchuan. This time, even if we have to tie them with iron chains, we won't let them back out. Chen Wanqing had also heard the news about the Su family's impending bankruptcy. Frightened, she immediately dialed Su Mushue's number. In a private hospital's VIP ward, Su Mushue answered with some impatience. Mom, why are you calling again? Did Lu Jingchuan come looking for you? Tell him I'll be back soon. Chen Wanqing said sternly, no matter where you are, I'm giving you 30 minutes to return to the Su family. Otherwise, I'll disown you. Su Mushue frowned. Did Lu Jingchuan threaten you? Chen Wanqing hesitated for a moment. Yes. The Lu Corporation has withdrawn funding and stopped all cooperation with us. Our Su family is about to go bankrupt. Your father said you have to come back. We'll hold a makeup wedding for Lu Jingchuan to get through this crisis. Su Mushue was taken aback. She hadn't expected Lu Jingchuan to become so petty now, using such a despicable method just to make her return for a wedding. But it must be because he loves me too much. She turned to glance at the woman still unconscious in the bed. Let out a sigh. Mom, don't worry. I'll call Lu Jingchuan right now and explain. I'm sure he'll stop these pranks. At the entrance of Lu Corporation headquarters, just as you got into the car, your phone rang. Seeing it was Su Mushue calling, you shook your head with a light laugh. She must be scared by my actions. And calling to apologize. But everything ended 3 years ago from that day. If it weren't for laying the groundwork to reclaim everything I once gave, I wouldn't have dragged it out until now. Even though you're very wealthy, it's still tens of billions. Every penny I've earned since taking over the family business at age 10 is my own hard-earned money. No one can take a single cent from me for free. You answered and said directly, you must have heard the news already. I'm on my way to the Su family now. We'll talk when we meet. When it comes to reclaiming things, the person involved should be present. Mom told me to go back, and Lu Jingchuan is heading to the Su family now. The timing should align perfectly. This whole thing is just a little scheme Lu Jingchuan cooked up himself, but I did promise Gu Ning that I'd wait for my godmother to wake up before leaving. Once Lu Jingchuan knows I'm going to hold a makeup wedding for him, he should be very happy, right? If I wait a little longer for him, he probably won't blame me. All right. You go ahead first. I should be back a bit later. Wait for me at the Su family. This time, consider it my fault. Don't be angry anymore. I'll make it up to you properly when I get home. You were stunned upon hearing this. You were on your way to settle accounts with the Su family now. If Su Mushue didn't come back, some things would be hard to reclaim. But it didn't matter. Today, you'd go and take back the big items first. We'll talk when there's a chance later. With that, you hung up the phone. Brother Chen. Are the things I asked you to prepare yesterday all ready? The front seat assistant patted his file bag. Don't worry, CEO. I've brought all the documents. I guarantee that today you can take back what's yours. I've always trusted your work. I've already notified the hospital. Get your wife admitted there now. They have the best nurses there to take better care of her. That way, you can rest assured and follow me on the move. Chen Hui nodded, moved. Thank you, CEO. I'll arrange for someone to send her over right away. 30 minutes later, the car stopped at the entrance of the Su family estate. Following you out of the car was a row of bodyguards, all 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. It's hard to avoid bumps and scrapes when you're out and about. Bringing more bodyguards saves a lot of trouble. The Su family's servants naturally recognized you. From afar, they opened the main gate. Go quickly and inform the master. The young master is back. You walked through the Su family estate all the way to the living room. Su Tianqi and Chen Wanqin were there with the Su family's young master, Su Qian, who had long been waiting in the living room. Jingchuan, I was just about to look for you. I've already asked your mother to call Mushue home. She should be here soon. Your heart skipped a beat. My mother is here? Have her come out to see me. I want to ask her about 5 years ago. Mother-in-law is also a mother, isn't she? You frowned. When did Aunt Shen become my mother-in-law? Don't talk nonsense with your eyes wide open. I'm not your young master. Auntie knows you're still angry about yesterday, but it's only a matter of time for you too. Calling me mother sooner or later I can accept either. You trembled all over, covered in goosebumps, and immediately pulled your hand back. We'll talk about that later. You should have already received the news that Lu Group has withdrawn its investment and terminated all cooperation with you. Su Qian jumped in at that moment. Sister said to stop playing these pranks, or she'll really ignore you. You turned to look at Chen Hui. She says it's a prank? Don't tell me you only laughed at them verbally. Chen Hui shook his head. I am absolutely certain and sure that our funds have already returned to the company account, and we have also issued a notice to halt all cooperation with the Su family. If you don't believe me, you can check it yourself. You immediately took out your phone and checked. Then you breathed a sigh of relief. Little Su, don't come out and cause trouble. Adults are talking, kids shouldn't interrupt. By the way, your sister has been using my card all these years to buy you a lot of nice things. Go check your allowance and see if it's enough to pay me back. Don't end up crying when you can't afford it. Su Qian tilted her head and glanced at you. How can you ask for something back after giving it to me? You patted Su Qian's head. You gave me 2 candies before, and I ate them. Later, didn't you ask for them back from me? Why can't I also ask you for my things back? Besides, those were all bought with my money without my consent. It's only right for me to take them back, isn't it? Su Qian was stunned. You're not taking back what you gave me. With that, she ran off. Then Su Tianqi laughed. Jingchuan, stop teasing her. If she really goes crying to Mushue, you'll be in for a good scolding. Your mouth twitched. Head of the Su family, you don't think I'm joking, do you? Su Tianqi smiled warmly. Children say whatever comes to mind. We're not kids anymore. There's no need to have a conflict over a child's words. It would only invite ridicule. You waved your hand helplessly, then turned and took a stack of documents from your bag. President Su, this is the expense list for Miss Su over the years. Every single item is clearly recorded. Please take a look and settle the amount on it. Su Tianqi took the list. He quickly flipped to the end, and his hand trembled, causing the list to fall to the ground. 300 million? How could it be that much? Mushue has only lived at the Lu residence for less than 5 years. We give her a monthly allowance of 100,000, and she can't even spend it all. How could she have spent 300 million of yours? You laughed. She's been spending my money all along. Naturally, she couldn't spend what you gave her. It wasn't much in the first 2 years, but the big expenses came later. Head of the Su family, you probably don't know yet. Your daughter took my card and traveled around with that gigolo brother of hers, buying him luxury watches and fancy cars. She spent 100 times more on that gigolo brother than on her real brother, Su Tian. Stop spacing out. Pay up now, or I'll have to take you to court. Su Tianqi shook his head. Impossible. You willingly gave that money to Mushue to spend. How can you ask for it back? You scratched your head. When did I ever say I was willing? How can you take it back? You scratched your head. When did I ever say I was willing? When I first opened a supplementary card for Su Mushue, all the spending on that card was money I lent to Su Mushue temporarily. If she later married me and got the marriage certificate, that debt would be offset as joint marital debt. But the problem is she ran away from the wedding, so now this expense remains her debt. Su Tianqi suddenly breathed a sigh of relief. The money was spent by Su Muxue, so why should the Su family have to repay it? At most, we'll only repay the portion spent on us. Li Chen was stunned for a moment. You suddenly realized that Su Tianqi was really stupid. No wonder with your support all these years, the Su family was still barely surviving. It doesn't matter if you don't repay it. I'll have the legal department sue Su Muxue and freeze her assets. But she has inheritance rights to the Su family's property. As long as she sells off part of the Su family's assets, she can pay it back. Su Tianqi gritted his teeth. Selling off assets is the most loss-making option. I'll pay the 300 million. You immediately pulled out a card and said, please transfer all of it to this account. Once I receive the payment, I'll delete the records right away. You have 30 minutes. Compared to money, I prefer your Su family's assets. Su Tianqi took the bank card with trembling hands and made the transfer via phone. A few minutes later, your phone received the notification of the payment. A smile returned to your face. The Su family really is wealthy and generous. Now let's continue settling the accounts. On the day of the engagement, your Su family received 3 billion in betrothal gifts from me. Shouldn't that be returned as well? Chen Yi, I remember that betrothal money seems to have been collected by you personally. 5 years have passed, I wonder if you've spent it. Chen Wanqing's face changed. Back then, it was agreed that this money would not be refunded. How can you ask for it back now? Do you have no shame? Li Chen gestured to Chen Hui. Chen Hui immediately took out a contract agreement. Madam Su, look carefully. It's written clearly in black and white on the agreement. This 3 billion is the betrothal gift from our CEO to the future CEO's wife, held in trust by Miss Su's mother. It would only become Miss Su's personal property after the marriage, because Miss Su ran away from the wedding and unilaterally broke the contract. This money remains our CEO's personal property. We have the right to reclaim it. If it is not returned, the amount is huge and constitutes fraud. We can liquidate the assets of the custodian. The Su Group is the joint property of Su Tianqi and Chen Wanqing. We can liquidate your joint assets. Chen Wanqing trembled in fear. But I don't have 3 billion now. That money has already been invested in the Su family business. Li Chen smiled and said, that's perfect. When we recover this money, we can also collect all the profits generated by this money over the years. Chen Yi, you're such a good person, you started investing to make money for me 5 years in advance. Once this money is recovered, I'll definitely treat you to a meal, Chen Yi. Chen Wanqing was startled. Suddenly she thought of something. Isn't it true that as long as you and Muxue get married, this money doesn't have to be returned? Li Chen nodded. Theoretically, yes. After marriage, this money becomes Su Muxue's personal property, and she can give it to whomever she wants. But unfortunately, she personally broke the contract herself, so I can only apologize. Chen Wanqing, as if grasping at a lifeline, excitedly said, can't you get married again? This time, the Su family will host a makeup wedding for you and Muxue. It will be held today, right now. Li Chen shook his head. When did I ever say I would hold a makeup wedding? Chen Wanqing was stunned. Muxue said so. She will marry you. When she comes back, she will make up the wedding for you. Are you unwilling to marry her? Li Chen calmly nodded. Actually, from that day 3 years ago, I no longer wanted to marry her. If it weren't for the engagement that was settled long before, I wouldn't have waited until now. Chen Wanqing asked in confusion. Aren't you childhood sweethearts? You've known each other for 20 years. How can you just decide not to marry her? Li Chen smiled slightly. For that, you'll have to ask your good daughter. It's not that I won't marry her, but that she won't marry me. From that day 3 years ago, our relationship had already broken down. She likes that Gu Ning. We grew up together, 20 years of feelings. I didn't make things difficult for her. Instead, I chose to let her go. I think I've treated her better than most people would. Now I just want to take back my own money. So, Chen Yi, return the money. I don't want to really fall out with you, after all, you are my mother's best friend. Chen Wanqing felt as if struck by lightning. She couldn't catch her breath and fainted. Li Chen frowned. So his deeply emotional performance just now had failed to move Chen Wanqing into voluntarily returning the betrothal gift. Chen Hui, notify the legal department now to begin liquidating Chen Wanqing's assets. Remember to reclaim the interest and profits from these years as well. It should be a few billion at least, enough to give the entire group mid-year bonuses. Chen Hui nodded. Notify the legal department immediately, they've been ready for a while. Upon receiving the notice, they'll take all the materials and evidence and file a lawsuit directly. 3 years of preparation have been thorough enough to leave the Su family with no means to fight back. Soon, Su Tianqi received the notification. The bankruptcy liquidation countdown for the Su family had already begun. Li Chen let out a long sigh of relief. He waved his hand toward the bodyguards behind him. Item inventory. You should all have a copy in hand. Over the years, I've given the Su family so many gifts. Please go room by room and help me retrieve them. If you can carry something, take it. If you can't, and one person can't handle it, call more. If really necessary, you can bring in a crane. In short, I want everything that belongs to me taken away. The bodyguards shouted in unison, "Rest assured, President. We guarantee the mission will be completed." In an instant, a group of men stormed into the Su family's estate. They began moving things, various expensive furniture, antique vases, calligraphy, and paintings. Room by room, they loaded them onto trucks outside the estate. I bought this. But you can't just throw it into the truck. Smash it directly instead. The crew worked with great fervor. Li Chen watched, his heart pounding. He hadn't realized he had given the Su family so many things. But in the earlier years, before Su Muxue had changed her heart, he truly regarded her as his future wife to be nurtured. Having lived 2 lifetimes, he had raised his own wife himself. He felt that feelings cultivated since childhood were deeper and more reliable. Moreover, Su Muxue had been adorable since she was young, and as she grew up, she became a stunning beauty. He did everything he could to dote on his little wife, giving her the best things and the finest food. In short, everything was directed toward Su Muxue, until 3 years ago, when Su Muxue fell for Gu Ning. Which young girl doesn't dream of love? By then, he already understood that Su Muxue's feelings for him were more like the familial affection one has for an older brother or a father. His little wife, whom he had raised for over a decade, had taken up with someone else. He was heartbroken and sad. But after all, having lived 2 lifetimes, he quickly adjusted and began to reclaim the years of investment. The flower had been picked, but the flower pot still had to be taken back. And the fertile soil, it was all his own. Even if he didn't plant flowers, he could always plant some vegetables, couldn't he? Looking at the empty house, Su Tianqi's heart almost collapsed. Cheng Hui caught his meaning and took a deed from his bag. The 6th one. I don't have a granddaughter as old as you. President Su should remember this deed, right? This is a piece of land that our president's father gifted to the Su family back when an arranged marriage was set between our president and Miss Su's children. Now that this engagement is broken, we will reclaim the usage rights to this piece of land. 3 days from now, the land will be auctioned off. Please, President Su, take care of your belongings as soon as possible and move out of this estate within 3 days. As for the buildings on this land, clearing out 20 years of accumulated garbage is our responsibility. 3 days later, a construction crew will come to level this place. Upon hearing this, Su Tianqi's legs gave way, and he collapsed to the ground. How can you be so ruthless? You're trying to wipe out my Su family completely. Li Chen smiled and said, President Su, are you speaking too harshly? I'm just taking back what's mine. How is that wiping you out completely? Su Tianqi sat slumped on the ground, emotionally agitated, his blood pressure spiking. He rolled his eyes and fainted. Cheng Hui stepped forward to check, just a fainting spell from excessive emotion. His breathing and heartbeat were normal. He would wake up soon. Li Chen waved his hand. Don't mind them. Just keep moving the stuff. An hour later, seeing that most things had been moved, Li Chen waved his hand. Everyone worked hard today. Go to the finance department and collect triple pay for today. The group of bodyguards said in unison. Thank you, President. Li Chen smiled and led the group away from the Su family estate. Just as he got into the car, Cheng Hui's phone received a message. President, my old friend gave birth. Li Chen was stunned for a moment. Then he came to his senses. What are you waiting for? Hurry to the hospital. I'll take you there. Cheng Hui said gratefully, Thank you, CEO. I will never forget your great kindness. Li Chen waved his hand. He said indifferently, This is nothing. Don't worry about it. Just invite me for a drink when the baby is 1 month old. The car sped off. In less than 30 minutes, they arrived at a private hospital under the Li family. Cheng Hui got out of the car. He ran straight into the hospital. Li Chen shook his head, then also got out of the car. He bought some baby supplies at the supermarket at the entrance and followed into the hospital. Although he was only 20 years old now, he had been taking care of a little simpleton since childhood, raising a little wife, acting as both father and mother. He had long mastered the skills of a dad. At the delivery room door, Cheng Hui was sweating from anxiety. Seeing Li Chen following with a bunch of things, he couldn't hold back his emotions. They say men don't easily shed tears. But it's only because they haven't found the right boss. Since being hired as an assistant by Li Chen, he had never suffered any grievance. Being able to follow such a boss is truly a blessing for the working class. CEO. How about you be the father of my child? Li Chen was stunned, then said angrily. Are you sick? So blatantly trying to make me a cuckold? Let me raise your child? How did I never see through you before? So this is the kind of person you are. Cheng Hui was taken aback and hastily explained, I was too anxious just now. I didn't make myself clear. I want my child to recognize you as a godfather. Hearing this, Li Chen sighed in relief. Godfather is fine. A godfather is acceptable. Ah, Chen. Suddenly, a surprised voice came from behind. Li Chen turned around and saw Su Muxue still wearing a wedding dress. Standing beside her was her godbrother Gu Ning. Did you come specially? To see me and godmother? Su Muxue said as she walked over. Li Chen raised his hands, looked at the 2 large bags of baby supplies in his hands, and was completely puzzled. Not. Which eye of yours saw me coming to see your godmother? I'm clearly here to see my godson. No, wait, could be a goddaughter. Don't try to cozy up to me. I don't want a granddaughter as old as you. Su Muxue also noticed the bag in Li Chen's hand. So Assistant Cheng's wife is giving birth here. I'll go buy a gift now. Should still make it in time. Cheng Hui waved his hand and said, no need to trouble yourself, Miss Su. You'd better go back and take care of your godmother. Su Muxue smiled and said, it's fine. Your child has recognized Li Chen as godfather, so I'm the godmother. It's only right I buy my own child a gift. That's reasonable. Cheng Hui smiled and said, Miss Su, haven't you seen the news? Your wedding escape has spread across the whole country. My child's godmother can only be the CEO's wife. And you'd seen Cheng Hui's mocking smile. Su Muxue was stunned. She immediately opened her phone, only to be flooded with videos of her actively fleeing the wedding. The entire internet was attacking Su Muxue, with all kinds of curses and parody videos. Overwhelming everywhere. After watching for just a moment, Su Muxue's phone slipped to the ground. Chen, it's not like that. I didn't cheat, I didn't betray you, you know that. I explain it to you every time. Li Chen nodded. Su Muxue's heart clutched as she grabbed Li Chen's hand. As long as you believe me, that's enough. Let's go back now and finish the wedding. I'll come forward and clarify everything. I won't let anyone pin a cuckold's hat on you. Li Chen shook off Su Muxue's hand, smiled and said, in a few days, everyone will forget all about it. I've already called off our engagement. Don't bring up the past anymore. Bravely go chase your love. No need to thank me. I sincerely wish you both well. Oh, forgot to remind you, your godmother's hospital fees are due. For 3 years, about 10 million. Add in a few surgeries, at most 15 million. My hospital is very reasonable. We never overcharge. Of course, you can still use medical insurance. But from what I recall, your godmother doesn't have insurance. Su Muxue was shocked. Her eyes widened. What did you say? You want to call off our engagement? Li Chen frowned. What do you mean I want to call off the engagement? You're the one who ran away from the wedding. I think what you need to do right now is pay the remaining hospital fees for your godmother. If you can't come up with the money by latest tomorrow, then my legal department will have to sue Gu Ning. Su Muxue was already stunned, still reeling. But Gu Ning grew anxious. Brother Chang, why are you suing? Wasn't this VIP ward specially opened for my mom by you? Li Chen nodded. That's right, it was indeed specially opened for your mom. But I never said it was free. With that, Gu Ning's world collapsed. When she was transferred here, Su Muxue only said she had arranged it herself. She never mentioned that payment would be required. The costs of a private hospital were something she couldn't afford. Sister Muxue, you never told me I'd have to pay. What do we do now? Su Muxue finally snapped back to reality. It's just over 10 million, what are you panicking for? Ah, Chen isn't that petty. She shot a glare at Gu Ning, then grabbed Li Chen's hand again. Stop messing around, okay? I promise you, I'll go back and marry you right now. As for godmother's medical bills, just waive them. After all, this money is nothing to you. Just a drop in the bucket. Consider it compensation for me breaking my promise and not staying by her side until she woke up and got through the critical period. That way, no one will gossip about you. Chapter 7, She's the pride of the whole village. Upon hearing this, Li Chen's head buzzed. She felt like her ears had gone bad, like they were useless, to hear words so utterly illogical and shameless. First, our engagement is already called off. There's no way we're getting married. Second, she's your godmother, not mine. I have no obligation to pay for promises you made to others. With that, Li Chen shook off Su Muxue's hand. Watching the girl she had raised with her own hands turn into this, a faint ache stirred in her heart. The pain wasn't from her leaving, it was from the realization that over a decade of effort had raised something like this. After being shaken off again, Su Muxue flushed with anger. What more do you want from me to let this go? Gu Ning, seeing them like this, immediately squeezed between the two. Brother Chen, I know. You're angry that sister left you to come to the hospital for my mom. I can apologize to you. I just beg you not to keep provoking sister like this. She'll be sad and hurt. Brother Chen, I'm begging you, please don't be mad at sister anymore, okay? Li Chen shrugged. I'm not mad. I wasn't speaking in anger. If you have time to chat with me here, you'd be better off figuring out how to repay the money. Su Muxue pulled Gu Ning aside. Li Chen, Gu Ning has been groveling to you like this, and you're still not satisfied? I'm really angry now. I'm never talking to you again. Gu Ning cursed inwardly, idiot. At a time like this, she still won't back down. Where are they going to get so much money? Sister, don't be mad at Brother Chen. It's because she loves you so much that she made such a big deal. She just wanted you to pay more attention to her. Apologize to Brother Chen, and she won't blame you. Su Muxue shot Li Chen a glare, stomped her foot, and pulled Gu Ning away as she turned to leave. Don't beg for her anymore. It's only a little over 10 million in medical bills. I'll pay for Godmother myself. I won't let her bully you and Godmother. Watching the two walk off hand in hand, Li Chen shook her head. I raised two girls with my own hands. One's a lunatic, the other's an idiot. Brother Chen, do you think I'm just naturally cursed when it comes to kids? Maybe I should just give up. I wouldn't want to curse your kids too. Chen Hui paused, then chuckled. You really know how to joke. Miss Niancy was abandoned in the first place because her brain didn't develop. You took her in out of kindness. How can you say you raised her into an idiot? And Miss Su, she's no lunatic. She's just taking advantage of your love and indulgence, fooling herself. I'd be more than happy to have my child. Call you godfather, to bask in your nobility and fortune. Maybe my kid won't be that outstanding. Chen Hui nodded seriously. You're the most outstanding and remarkable person I've ever met. Across the country, at your age. The number of people who've achieved this much can be counted on one hand. Li Chen waved her hand. Ah, you flatter me. I was just a bit lucky. It wasn't Li Chen bragging. In his previous life, he was just a small business owner. Even if he reincarnated with his memories intact, he could never become some kind of genius. The main thing was that money was too easy to make in this world. If you brought over the real geniuses from his past life, they would have already become the richest person in the country, or even the world. This world clearly had a very well-established system. But strangely, most people didn't know how to use it. Simply put, the people in this world weren't very smart. Where are the pregnant woman's family? Natural birth, a girl. 6 pounds 2 ounces. Mother and daughter are safe. Chen Hui immediately rushed forward excitedly. But when he saw the wrinkled baby, his hands and feet went a bit weak. Li Chen shook his head with a smile, took the child, and said, What are you standing there for? Push your wife back to the ward. Chen Hui snapped out of it and hurried into the delivery room. A joyful heart makes a happy spirit. Having gained a daughter, Li Chen was also very happy. He directly arranged the highest grade VIP ward, the top-tier nursing care. While booking one of the VIP wards, he turned and brushed Su Muxue aside. Su Muxue, are you sick? Didn't you see? I'm holding a baby in my arms? If you scare my daughter, I won't let you off. With that, she carried the child and quickly walked into the next room. Su Muxue sat on the floor, her eyes full of disbelief. She hit me. She actually hit me. She used to treat me like a daughter, holding me in the palm of her hand. She's changed. Now she's holding someone else in her palm. Why is this happening? What's wrong with me? Why are you doing this to me? Gu Ning walked quickly out of the room and helped Su Muxue up. Sister Chen probably didn't mean it. Don't blame her. Su Muxue shook her head. For 3 years, you've said too many good things for her. I don't want to hear them anymore. Let's go pay the fees first. We can't let them stop Auntie's medication. Gu Ning nodded and helped Su Muxue to the payment counter. Miss, this card of yours has been closed. The payment clerk handed out a black gold Fuxing card. Su Muxue's eyes widened. How is that possible? She gave me this card. I've been using it for 5 years. How could it be closed? It must be her doing. I'm going to ask her what's going on. Su Muxue took the Fuxing card, lifted her wedding dress, and ran back to the ward Li Chen had entered earlier. Before she could push the door, Li Chen came out from inside. Su Muxue, what are you doing blocking the door? Let me tell you, inside there's a new mother who just gave birth and a baby. They need to rest. If you want to make a scene, please do it somewhere else. Su Muxue bit her lip and pulled Li Chen into the next ward. Seeing the woman in the bed, Li Chen smiled and said, "So this is Gu Ning's mother, your godmother?" "No, wait, she should be your future mother-in-law, right? Godmother plus mother-in-law. Double the closeness. You'll definitely be very happy." Su Muxue glared. "She's just my godmother. She will never be my mother-in-law. The only person I want to marry is you. Not Gu Ning." Li Chen was stunned, a bit confused by Su Muxue's logic. "What do you mean?" Then it dawned on him. "I get it. Is it that Gu Ning's wife won't agree to a divorce? Don't worry, I've had people investigate. They haven't even reached the legal age yet. The marriage was just a formality back in their hometown. Wait 2 more years. Until she's old enough, then you and she can get a marriage certificate. By then, you'll be legal." Su Muxue frowned. "Are you saying Gu Ning already has a wife back home?" Li Chen said with some surprise. "You've been together for 3 years, and she still hasn't told you? It's easy to check. Just go to her registered hometown and ask around. The customs in her hometown encourage early marriage and early childbirth. She got into Tianhai University through the college entrance exam. She's the only college student from the village. The pride of the village. There were plenty of matchmakers for her. The tuition for her to attend school came from the gift money at the wedding banquet." Chapter 8, A Shocking Story. Su Muxue paused, then shook her head. "Forget that for now. What I want to know right now is why you cancelled my card. You promised back then I could use it freely. What do you mean by this now? Are you trying to force me to give in? Then I'll tell you, you win. I give in. I beg you, please stop making a scene, okay? Restore my card. I'll pay for godmother's medical bills, then we'll go home immediately." Lu Jingchuan's trigeminal nerve twitched uncontrollably. "Su Muxue, what on earth are you saying? I did promise before that you could freely use that family card, but do you understand what family means? Before, you were my fiancé, which could count as future family, but now you are nothing. I revoke the usage rights of the family card. Is there a problem? If you still want one, you can ask your little brother Gu Ning for his family card. You still think he's your future husband? Spending his money is only natural, understand?" Su Muxue's eyes widened. In disbelief, she said, "Lu Jingchuan, what nonsense are you talking about? He's just a brother," I acknowledged. "How could he be my future husband? I've explained it to you countless times. I only love you. I will only marry you. Why do you never believe me?" Lu Jingchuan touched his nose. "So, you're saying you're just playing around with Gu Ning, and I'm your true love?" Su Muxue nodded, then shook her head. "You are my true love, and I have never played around with Gu Ning." Lu Jingchuan paused, then laughed and said, "Let me calculate for you. Over the past 3 years, you've visited over 70 tourist attractions across the country with Gu Ning. You've checked into rooms more than 340 times, and eaten over 800 meals together. You bought him a house, a car, luxury watches, and all kinds of expensive clothes. In 3 years, you two have almost become one. You tell me. If you haven't played around with him, is he impotent?" Su Muxue shook her head in panic. "It's not what you think. I can explain. Will you listen to my explanation?" Lu Jingchuan nodded, pulled out the visitor's chair, and sat down. "Please, begin your performance. I'm curious to see how you'll explain it." Su Muxue took a deep breath. "I went to all those scenic spots with him, all for you. Gu Ning said those places had spiritual energy. Every place I went, I was praying for you." Lu Jingchuan was stunned. His eyes widened, almost popping out. "Then what about checking into rooms hundreds of times? Was that to pray for a child for me? Then I must be really blessed." Su Muxue immediately denied it. "It's not what you think. We always booked twin rooms. Nothing ever happened between us." Lu Jingchuan suddenly sat up straight. "So that means Gu Ning is impotent?" Su Muxue said angrily. "Can you stop maliciously speculating about us? We've always had a pure sibling relationship." Lu Jingchuan shrugged indifferently. Su Muxue's eyes turned red. "You still don't believe me. What do I have to do to prove myself before you'll believe me?" Lu Jingchuan shrugged. "Does it really matter whether I believe you or not? Just tell your story. If I hear something interesting, I'll applaud for you." Su Muxue was stunned for a moment. "Fine, I'll continue. Gu Ning and I were schoolmates, and were brother and sister. Gu Ning's family is poor. He also had to save money for their medical bills. I felt sorry for him, so I treated him to meals every day. Is there a problem with that?" Lu Jingchuan nodded. "You're very kind-hearted. Of course there's no problem. Then why don't you spend your own money to treat him to meals? You swipe my card every day. I could even buy Gu Ning a mansion and luxury cars, let him enjoy every day with my money.
Did my money come from a windstorm?
It's money I earned bit by working until dawn every day and drinking until I coughed blood with others.
He begged you to pity him, so why don't you pity me? After all, we grew up together. I never saw you give me a watch. Or a car. Even a toy would have been fine. It's not like you couldn't afford it. Su Muxue shook her head. It's not like that. You misunderstood. Those things weren't gifts from me. He borrowed them from me. He said he would pay me back. I thought since you have so much money, I'd lend it to him first. He said he would pay interest. Lu Jingchuan narrowed his eyes. You lent it to him? Then where's the IOU? Show it to me. Su Muxue looked up. Her eyes evasive. We're family. Why would we need an IOU? He will definitely pay it back. Li Chen tapped the table. What can he use to pay it back? Over 200 million. What ability does he have to repay that? Su Muxue thought for a moment. You could lend him a bit more money to start a business. He'll be able to pay it back soon. Li Chen suddenly laughed. Ha, Su Muxue. Su Muxue, you really are an eye-opener. This story is truly spectacular. I've been stunned for a long time. I have things to do at my company, so I'll stop chatting with you for now. Su Muxue grabbed Li Chen's arm. You can't leave. You still have to go back and get married. Ridiculous.
Li Chen's eyes twitched slightly.
He really couldn't understand. How was Su Muxue's brain wired? Could it really be that all these years she had been spoiled into being brainless? Su Muxue, get this straight. Our wedding is already long over. The engagement between us is also over. Do you understand? Su Muxue pouted and said with a sob. Then what if I admit I was wrong? I apologize to you. I'm sorry. I was too willful. Please forgive me this once, okay? Let's go home and get married right away. This time I definitely won't run again. Li Chen shook off Su Muxue's hand and tried to explain. I already told you earlier. Our engagement is cancelled. Cancelled, do you understand? The moment you fled the wedding, our engagement ended. This is the last time I'll explain it to you. Su Muxue shook her head. Even without an engagement, we can still get married. Just set a new date. Why are you hung up on that engagement? So many couples get together every day. How many of them have an engagement?
Li Chen scratched his head, feeling that what Su Muxue said was quite reasonable.
Ordinary people really don't need to think about all that.
Seeing Li Chen stop to think, Su Muxue felt a surge of hope. There was still a chance. She decided to press her advantage.
Even setting that aside. Even if the engagement is cancelled, we were still betrothed before birth. Our marriage was personally promised by your mother 20 years ago. Your family has already given the betrothal gifts. That's an unchangeable fact. Li Chen suddenly laughed. I already went to your house earlier and took back the betrothal gifts. So the idea of a pre-birth betrothal no longer holds. Hearing that the betrothal gifts were taken back, Su Muxue was shocked. What did you say? You took back all the land of the Su family estate? Then what about my parents? And my younger brother? Where will they live?
Li Chen spread his hands.
What does that have to do with me? There are houses for sale and for rent everywhere in Tianhai. Is it that hard to find a place to live? Su Muxue looked up, using an innocent gaze at Li Chen. Do you really have to go this far? Aren't you afraid I'll really leave you? Chapter 9. What a perfect ending.
Li Chen shook his head calmly.
The one who should be afraid has never been me. It's you, and the Su family. Your godmother is awake.
You should go take care of her.
With that, Li Chen turned and opened the door. At the door stood Gu Ning, wearing a smile. She's in your hands from now on. I hope you can take this as a lesson for yourself. Of course, more importantly, hurry up and pay.
I sincerely wish for Auntie's recovery. After saying that, Li Chen strode away.
Today could be called a double blessing.
Not only did he get his money back, but he also gained a daughter.
He should go find a fortune teller
to give his daughter a name that doesn't clash with his own, so she'll be easy to raise. But from now on, he couldn't spoil this little girl anymore.
If she turned out as brainless as Su Muxue, she really would be useless.
In the hospital room, Su Muxue came to the bedside
and cried out, Godmother, I'm sorry.
I promised Li Chen that as soon as you woke up, I would go back and marry him.
I'm leaving now. I'll come see you when I have time later. Gu Ning walked into the hospital room with a bitter expression. Sister, if you leave, what about my mother's medical bills?
Su Muxue smiled and said, Don't worry. My family is busy preparing a makeup wedding for Li Chen right now. Once I chase her back and get married, and get that money, I'll send you the medical bills right away.
Gu Ning's face lit up with joy. Thank you, sister. Consider this money as a loan from me. I will definitely repay you someday. Su Muxue patted Gu Ning's shoulder. I believe you can do it. Come on. With that, she lifted her wedding dress. She walked out of the hospital room and quickly ran toward the hospital exit.
But when she reached the door, she found that Li Chen had already disappeared.
The Su family is already arranging a makeup wedding for us. She must have gone to the Su family. Ah, Chen. I'm back to marry you. I'm about to fulfill the promise I made to you since childhood. When I grow up, I will definitely marry you.
You must wait for me.
At the entrance of the Su family estate, Su Muxue got out of the taxi. For some reason, the usually lively estate felt unusually deserted today.
Normally, when she walked to the entrance, there would always be servants greeting her.
Why was there no one today? Could it be that they were all preparing for the makeup wedding between me and Li Chen?
But when she arrived at the front door of the house, she froze completely.
No servants, no wedding, nothing at all.
Dad, Mom, little brother.
Where have you gone? Su Muxue rushed into the house, seeing the empty rooms.
A wave of sorrow surged in her heart.
Where is my big fish tank? The one Ah Chen and I raised together. Those 2 koi fish? And the camellias we planted together? Why are they all gone? Who took my things? Dad, Mom. Did we have a burglary?
Su Muxue hurried into the hall, only to see the whole family sitting there. Their faces were all ashen.
So you finally decided to come back?
Su Tianqi said through gritted teeth.
Su Muxue frowned slightly. What exactly happened? Why is our house so empty? Why are mine and Ah Chen's things all gone? Shut up. Su Tianqi roared. How dare you even mention that? How could you flee on the day of Li Chen's wedding? Who gave you the nerve? Don't you know who she is?
She's at the top of the Tianhai personal wealth ranking.
You've been with her for 20 years. Don't you know how ruthless she can be?
Su Muxue took 2 steps back, her expression filled with terror.
Do you mean all this was done by Ah Chen? I don't believe it. You must be lying to me. We've been together for 20 years. I know her better than any of you.
She's not that petty. Even if I made a huge mistake, she wouldn't blame me. And she certainly wouldn't take revenge on me. Chen Wanqing held her forehead helplessly.
If you don't believe it, there's nothing I can do. This is the truth. She not only took back everything she had ever given, but also reclaimed everything you bought with her money, even your bride price. And the land her father gave as a betrothal gift was taken back too. Our Su family has gone bankrupt. We have nothing left.
As she spoke, Chen Wanqing started to feel dizzy again. Finally, she leaned back in her chair, gasping for breath. Su Muxue looked around, her face full of disbelief.
No, you must have made a mistake. She wouldn't treat me like this. No matter what I did before, she never got angry. I'm going to find her and ask, what is going on?
As she turned, her high heel caught on her wedding dress. She stumbled and fell to the ground. Then, she kicked off her high heels and ran out of the estate barefoot.
An hour later, at the entrance of the Li family estate. Incorrect password, please try again. Incorrect password. Please try again. Fingerprint verification failed. Fingerprint verification failed. Facial recognition failed. Alarm. Alarm. Intruder alert. Su Muxue tried every method but couldn't open the gate. Li Chen's Ruweji Group was the leading company in smart technology research and development in the country. Even just this smart lock was already far ahead of the domestic level. After triggering the alarm, Su Muxue immediately stepped back a few paces. She knew that an electric shock would follow the alarm. Steward Lu. Are you there? I am your young madam. Can you please open the door for me? Since the alarm was triggered, Steward Lu and the estate already knew.
But the young master had ordered
that Su Muxue was not to be let in. She did not dare to disobey. Miss Su. You'd better leave.
The young master said it's for the safety of Miss Niancy.
Without her permission, no outsider could set foot in the estate. Su Muxue's neighbor moved. Niancy, it's your sister-in-law Muxue. Could you open the door for me? While walking the dog by the pond, Lu Niancy's eyes showed surprise. Why was Su Muxue back? Shouldn't she be storming back to the Su family in anger, waiting for my cheap brother to come apologize and then cry in remorse? Making my obsessive brother fully realize his mistakes and change his ways? Pursuing her fiercely? Could I have remembered wrong? But this is the plot I wrote myself. How could I remember it wrong? 20 years of childhood sweethearts, through trials and tribulations. Resolving misunderstandings, finally ending up together. What a perfect ending. But this Su Muxue has always targeted me since childhood. Looking at her just pisses me off. I never knew the female lead I wrote was so annoying. Sigh, what a sin. It's just that my poor brother had to call out for a long time outside the estate. Su Muxue was exhausted from shouting. Still no one opened the door. At this time, Lu Jingchuan should be at the company.
Thinking this, Sumushue lifted her wedding dress and rushed to the road. She hailed a taxi. At the headquarters of Lu Group, Sumushue had just charged into the lobby. She ran inside, but at the lobby, she was stopped by the front desk. "Miss, who are you looking for? Do you have an appointment?" Sumushue paused. "I am your CEO's wife. I need to see your CEO about something. Please let me through the gate." Hearing the urgency in Sumushue's tone, the front desk staff took a good look at her. "I saw the news today. So you're that bitch who ran away from the wedding. Our CEO is such a good person. And you treated him like that. Now you have the nerve to call yourself the CEO's wife. Get out of here. All Lu Group properties boycott the entry of sluts like you. Security, come quickly and throw this crazy woman pretending to be the CEO's wife out." Chapter 10, Blame it on giving you too much love, the front desk exclaimed. Several security guards rushed in immediately. Seeing the woman in the wedding dress, they all froze for a moment. This thing is really troublesome. It's easy to get framed if you're not careful. Sumushue waved her hand to explain. "I really am your CEO's wife. I came back today to marry him. Let me through. After I get married, I will definitely repay you well." The security guards looked at each other, at a loss for what to do for a moment. Taking advantage of their distraction, Sumushue yanked off the front desk's access card and bolted. After swiping through the gate, she didn't dare wait for the elevator. She had to dash into the stairwell. The CEO's office was on the 28th floor. By the time she finally made it up, 2 security guards were already waiting for her at the stairwell door. Please, let me see him, okay? I really have something extremely urgent to discuss with him." Sumushue was actually crying. She had never imagined that one day it would be this hard to see Lu Jingchuan. Before, one phone call or one message from her, and he would appear before her voluntarily. But now, when she called, he said he was busy. He didn't even look at her messages. Just yesterday, everything was fine. But today, everything changed. The 2 security guards exchanged glances and ultimately couldn't bear it. She climbed 28 floors to get here. Her once beautiful wedding dress was ruined. Her pretty makeup was smudged into a blur. Lu Group's motto has always been people-oriented. Let her off. The CEO was such a good person. He probably wouldn't blame them. Sumushue bowed to the 2 and ran barefoot towards the CEO's office. Lu Jingchuan was reviewing documents when suddenly a blurry mess rushed through the door. He was startled. "What kind of demon is this? Quickly! Retreat! Who are you? What are you doing here?" Sumushue grabbed her wedding dress and wiped her face hard. Lu Jingchuan froze. "Sumushue, what the hell are you doing? Why are you so disheveled?" Sumushue looked at Lu Jingchuan with a face full of grievance. Tears streamed down uncontrollably. "They wouldn't let me see you. Boo, so many bad people wouldn't let me see you." Lu Jingchuan frowned. "If they wouldn't let you up, couldn't you just wait downstairs? Is it like I'm about to die, and every meeting is one fewer? We're still friends. Doing this makes me a bit embarrassed." Sumushue kept shaking her head. Sumushue said on the spot, "No, I don't want to be your friend. I want to be your wife. Let's get married. This time, no matter what happens. I will never leave you again." Lu Jingchuan waved his hand. "Let bygones be bygones. There's no need to bring it up again. Besides, I've already taken everything back. It's not appropriate to mention such things now. We've been friends for 20 years, you should know what kind of person I am." Sumushue had climbed so many stairs that she was too tired and simply slumped to the ground. "I don't understand. Why has it come to this? Is it just because I ran away from the wedding? I don't believe you would abandon me over something like this." Lu Jingchuan nodded. "You're right. It's not just because you ran away from the wedding." Sumushue laughed bitterly. "I want to know the real reason. Is it because of Gu Ning? But nothing ever happened between us. I can submit to any examination." Lu Jingchuan got up, walked over to Sumushue, and helped her onto the sofa. "Actually, I truly believe nothing happened between you two. I want to kill Gu Ning. He only sneezed, yet he's still alive. That's entirely because I know that if there can be one Gu Ning, there can be a second, a third. You can guarantee you won't betray me when the first one appears, but can you guarantee that you won't betray me with the second or third? To be honest, it's my fault. I've protected you too well since you were a child. Your curiosity has been suppressed for too long. Once your wings grew strong, you kept trying new things, testing my limits. From the very first time you brought Gu Ning home, the first time in front of me, you tried to defy my orders. I knew I was wrong. I was terribly wrong. After that, I never controlled you again, and you didn't disappoint me. You grew more reckless in front of me, until yesterday you even dared to run away from the wedding.
You didn't run away because of that so-called foster brother. You were just enjoying the thrill of defying me, weren't you? When I completely gave up on you, you lost your imaginary adversary.
You felt empty, which drove you frantically back to me. Su Mushue's expression changed drastically. She shook her head wildly.
That's not true. I never saw you as an imaginary adversary. Ever since I was old enough to understand, I had already set my heart on you. I even said in front of you that when I grew up, I would definitely marry you. I naively thought nothing could separate us. I overestimated your tolerance and underestimated your resolve. I know I was wrong. I'm so afraid of losing you. Can you give me one more chance? From now on, I'll do whatever you say.
I'll put you at the center of everything.
My eyes and heart will only hold you. Lu Jingchuan smiled. He picked up a tissue from the table and handed it to her. But have you thought about what identity you'll have by my side in the future? Surely you don't think you could still be my wife, do you? Su Mushue was stunned. Why not? Lu Jingchuan sighed. Forget it.
You will never understand the feeling of having a flower you nurtured with your own heart and blood stolen from you.
We can never go back, you know? Even the most flawless jade appears shattered under a mirror full of cracks.
Su Mushue looked at him with bewildered eyes.
I don't understand what you mean,
but I know I must have broken your heart.
I'll make it up to you with my actions.
Seeing that persuasion was futile, Lu Jingchuan couldn't be bothered to argue further.
He walked straight out of the office. Su Mushue chased after him. Where are you going?
Lu Jingchuan thought for a moment and said, home, of course.
The little fool is waiting for me at home. I wonder if he's fishing in the pond right now or rolling around on the lawn. Without Nanny Wang, how will I survive?
Su Mushue's eyes flickered slightly. I can help you take care of Niancy.
We grew up together and know each other well.
Lu Jingchuan rolled his eyes. Oh, please. You should say. The two of you were both raised by me.
Obviously, he's a fool.
And you're not much better.
Letting one fool take care of another fool seems like I'm the real fool. After living together for over 10 years, you still haven't noticed that Niancy never really liked you since childhood? My favoritism has always been far more toward Niancy. Goodbye, my old friend. You should go back to your own home. Watching Lu Jingchuan's retreating figure, Su Mushue murmured, Niancy doesn't like me.
Wasn't your favoritism toward him? You were so indulgent with him, yet so strict with me.
Suddenly, the look in Su Mushue's eyes became vacant. He remembered.
Li Cheng had explained it to him once before.
As the mistress of a wealthy family, there were many things to learn.
The reason she was strict with him was genuinely to train him, hoping he would take charge of the family's internal affairs.
As for Lu Niancy, she was simply a fool.
If she wasn't indulged,
would they have to lock her up? Wrong. Everything was wrong. Growing up together, I was the one chosen.
But the one who was kicked out first
was also me. Su Mushue, you are a joke. The biggest joke under heaven. Ring ring ring. The phone rang.
Su Mushue habitually picked it up.
Sister. Are you and Brother Chang getting married again? I'm really sorry. Mom's condition suddenly worsened. I begged her to hold on. Can you come and keep me company? I'm so scared.
So scared that something might happen to Mom. In this world, you and she are my only family left.
Chapter 11. Is my car so easy to get into? Upon hearing this, Su Mushue suddenly laughed.
So Li Cheng was absolutely right. She had always been trying to resist him. If it were before hearing this news, she would have rushed to the hospital without hesitation, because that way she would feel she had found an excuse to escape the cage. But now, she didn't want to go at all. What did other people's life or death have to do with her?
That place wasn't a cage, it was home. Leaving it never required an excuse. Returning did. Gu Ning. What you owe him, you should repay. Gu Ning was stunned for a moment. Sister. What are you talking about? I don't understand. Su Mushue smiled and said.
You borrowed several $100 million from me.
You said you would pay it back. Have you forgotten? Gu Ning's gaze wavered. He hesitated for a moment but still didn't hang up. But I just received a text reminder. All the assets under my name have been recovered. I don't owe him anymore.
Su Mushue remembered the words she had argued fiercely with Li Cheng in the hospital room, and suddenly felt truly ridiculous.
Him taking it back is his business. The money you borrowed from me must be returned to me. Gu Ning gritted his teeth, wanting to struggle a little more. Sister is right, but I really have no money right now. Didn't you say you would let Brother Chen give me a sum of money to start a business? As long as he invests in my business, I can definitely pay back the money quickly. Gu Ning sneered. You, a crybaby who does nothing but weep every day, a weak and spineless coward. What ability do you have to start a business? With you, are you even worthy of living in a mansion and driving a luxury car? Luxury watches, custom designer clothes, wearing them on you is an insult to those things. Pay up now, including interest. Total of 230 million. I'll give you 1 hour. If you can't pay, I'll chop you up and feed you to the dogs. Hearing this vicious threat, Gu Ning's hand trembled. He hung up the phone directly. Looking back at the brightly lit operating room, he gritted his teeth and turned to run. The person inside was originally a critically ill patient. He had made him cooperate in the act and allowed him to live 3 more years. Even if he died now, it was worth it. After all, Gu Ning couldn't die. He knew exactly what kind of person Su Muxue was. She was a vicious psychopath. Every time she went to pray, she made him hold a sign and kneel for a whole day. Many times it could be a whole day and night. Every time they went to a hotel, it was even more excessive. She tied him up, put a hood on him with the name Li Chang written on it, and whipped him wildly. While hitting him, she would curse, asking him why Li Chang wouldn't talk to her anymore, why he didn't care about her. Su Muxue was a person who, while thinking of all kinds of excuses to leave Li Chang, when Li Chang truly ignored her, would break down and beat him to vent her anger. Ever since 3 years ago, when he signed that agreement to become her brother, he had lived in a nightmare every day. She even wanted him and that actress who played his mother to become her dowry, to marry into the Li family together. She wanted him to become Li Chang's brother and create a perfect family atmosphere for Li Chang. To prevent this terrifying thing from happening, he had to act innocent, keep saying nice things, and maintain the relationship between the two, while desperately trying to find ways to stop her from marrying into the Li family. In the past, Su Muxue and Li Chang might still have been worried about being discovered by Li Chang, so they didn't dare to be so blatant. But now Li Chang doesn't want him, so he will definitely take all the hatred out on himself. So running away is the wisest choice. After Gu Ning hung up the phone, Su Muxue's lips curled into a cold smile. Over the years, following Li Chang, he had learned some tricks, and outside, he had naturally cultivated some hidden forces of his own. He dialed a number without a note, said a few words, and then hung up. Immediately, Su Muxue's expression changed. She ran barefoot toward the elevator. At the entrance of the headquarters building, Li Chang's head poked into Li Chang's private car. I have no money. The Su family is about to be leveled by you. Your family won't let me in either. From now on, I'll live in your car. 20 years of friendship. You wouldn't just stand by and watch me die, right? Li Cheng thought carefully. I can rent you a small room for 200 yuan. Su Muxue shook her head. That's not enough. What about my meals? Over all these years, I've gotten used to the taste of home. Li Cheng thought for a moment and then said, I can sponsor you 2 boxes of instant noodles, seafood flavor, beef flavor, pickled vegetable flavor. You can have any flavor you want. You're 20 years old now. You can go out and find a job to support yourself. Of course. Although they're being liquidated now, after selling everything, there should still be something left. But you need to be prepared to get beaten if you go back. Su Muxue still shook her head. I want to work at your company. The salary you pay is higher than other bosses. Li Cheng's mouth twitched. Although I am kind-hearted, don't push your luck, or we won't even be friends. Su Muxue nodded. You know, my academic performance has always been good. I want to go for an interview at your company. You don't have to pull strings for me. If I don't pass the interview, I'll become a nanny. If I do pass, you can't deliberately hold me back. Li Cheng touched his nose, an immature plan forming in his mind. If you really have talent and can help me make money, then naturally I welcome you. Just after the Su family liquidation, I will take over a large part of the Su family's assets, and I'll need someone to manage them. Upon hearing this, Su Muxue lowered her head. Are you humiliating me? Li Cheng smiled. I'm not petty enough to stoop to that level. It's just that your reputation as the eldest daughter of the Su family can still fool people. If you don't want to come, you don't have to. I won't force you. Su Muxue looked up into Li Cheng's eyes. Is that really what you think? Li Cheng nodded, avoiding her gaze. In the end, he softened. After all, he raised her himself. He couldn't just leave her out there to starve. The Su family's assets, just consider them as his farewell gift. After death, the bridge is the bridge, the road is the road. At Bun Community, after sending Su Muxue to the rental apartment, Li Cheng dropped some money and turned to leave. Although he spoke harshly, he wasn't so heartless as to really only rent a room for 200 yuan. Of course, he only paid for 3 months' rent. He couldn't keep supporting her long term. At the third traffic light intersection, there was a click. The door was opened, and a woman dressed in red scrambled inside. Li Cheng was stunned. First Sumushue, now this person from who knows where. Some random guy? Is his car that easy to get into? Who are you? I'm waiting for a red light, and you just get into my car? The woman was taken aback. She said awkwardly, I'm so sorry. My family forced me into marriage. I barely managed to escape from the wedding procession. Please let me hide in your car. Li Cheng carefully looked over the woman. She seemed a little older than Nancy, around 19. At that moment, she was wearing a gold and red dragon and phoenix gown. This kind of wedding dress is typically used in the ceremony scene. Another runaway bride. But this time, the one being jilted wasn't him. There are so many weirdos these days. Thinking this, Li Cheng took out his phone and dialed the emergency number. Officer, I've encountered a carjacker. I'm very scared right now. Can you come and help me? Yes, just locate my phone location. Li Cheng hung up. The woman looked at him with shock in her eyes. You called the police? And you said I hijacked the car? Li Cheng nodded, pointing at the dashcam in front. My car has an internal camera, recording everything clearly. The fact that you hijacked the car poses a safety risk to me. You will bear legal responsibility and compensate me for my losses. The woman was stunned for a moment, then turned to open the door, but the back seat was locked. She couldn't open it no matter what. Let me out. I'll just leave, okay? Li Cheng shook his head. If you leave, won't I be guilty of making a false police report? Chapter 12, The Runaway Bride is a Lunatic. Actually, there was something else she didn't say. She hated this kind of runaway bride. If she didn't want to marry, why wait until the wedding to bolt? This was clearly irresponsible and disrespectful to the other party. A woman of such low character. No matter how pretty, Li Cheng wouldn't give her a second glance. Seeing her struggles were futile, the woman's face showed a wronged expression. Please let me go, I really can't be caught and taken back again. Li Cheng suddenly understood. He suddenly acted, grabbing her left hand with one hand and pressing her head against the car door with the other. So you're a fugitive. Today you've met your match. I was just worrying about how to offset my negative news, and you deliver yourself. The woman was terrified. I'm not a fugitive. I'm really not a fugitive. Let me go. My hand hurts so much. Li Cheng curled his lip. You're afraid of the police. Afraid of being locked up again. Not only are you a fugitive, you're a damn repeat offender. Young lady, not learning good things at such an age. You scam marriages for bride prices. This time you messed up. I'm a 5 good outstanding youth, and I love taking down criminals like you. The woman was dumbfounded. She couldn't understand. She just wanted to hide. What did he mean by seeing her driving a luxury car and making her the next target? It was just at this intersection, there was only one luxury car. No, just one car, okay? But she never expected to run into a so-called 5 good outstanding youth. Why can a lunatic like this become a 5 good outstanding youth? It's not reasonable. He must have made it up. Big brother, I'm really a good person. I know I was wrong. Please let me go, okay? Li Cheng was as hard as iron and still held the woman down. Whatever you have to say, save it for the law enforcement team. Old Wang, drive quickly. Straight to the enforcement bureau. Driver Old Wang stepped on the gas and headed directly for the enforcement bureau. 20 minutes later, at the entrance of the enforcement bureau, the woman glared at Li Cheng with resentment. I told you, I'm a good person. Do you believe me now? Li Cheng shrugged. I believe you. I'm going home. Next time, remember not to pull such dangerous stunts. Goodbye. The woman suddenly grabbed Li Cheng's arm. You exposed my whereabouts. My family will be here soon to take me back. You can't leave. You have to take responsibility for me. Li Cheng shook off the woman. The enforcement bureau is right behind you. If your family is forcing you, you can sue them. I'm a 5 good outstanding youth acting in goodwill. What responsibility do I have to you? The woman said with a grim face. The enforcement bureau can handle it once, but can they handle it every time? They've caught me and taken me back 3 times already. If I'm caught again this time, I really won't be able to escape. Li Cheng was puzzled. You have arms and legs. How can you be caught and taken back 3 times? Is there something wrong with your brain? The woman retorted angrily. Your brain is the one with problems. Your whole family has brain problems. Li Cheng smiled. Your family is on their way here. And instead of running, you have the leisure to bicker here. So, you volunteer to be taken back every time, deliberately, right? Is it because the other side didn't pay enough? You weren't satisfied, so you wanted to use this runaway bride method to raise the price. The woman's eyes widened. She retorted, I did not. I truly want to escape. A dirty mind sees everything as dirty. Li Cheng had a thought. With a slight smile, don't spout nonsense. I've won the 5 Good Citizen Award for years.
Outstanding Youth Award, done countless good deeds. The trophies at my home are too many to display. I use them as cups to drink water. The banners at home are too many to hang, piled layer upon layer.
Countless. You say my mind is dirty? My soul is as pure as the bright moon in the sky, without a single impurity. The woman lifted her face and scoffed. You brag without batting an eye. Who do you think you are? With your underdeveloped brain and completely undeveloped cerebellum, driving a luxury car makes you think you're something? Someone like you is nothing but arrogant and conceited. Li Cheng glanced at his watch and smiled. You're no bargain either, crooked eyes and a twisted nose. You have a foul mouth and a grating voice. I can't figure out how someone like you could ever find anyone willing to marry you. You should be thanking your lucky stars, yet you have the nerve to run away from the wedding. And you've run away 3 times. I bet you took something from someone and don't want to give it back. They're probably chasing you for the debt. If I were you, I'd rather find a piece of tofu and bash my head against it until I die. The woman was stunned for a moment, then pulled up the corner of her shirt and rubbed it across her face. Open your dog eyes and see clearly. I was just pretending to be ugly. As for my voice, it's hoarse from screaming for help. I didn't take anything from anyone, it's my family who took someone's money and refused to pay it back. That's why they kept forcing me to marry that old man. Do you understand now? It's not my fault. It's theirs. Li Cheng nodded and let out a chuckle. I see, you really are mentally ill. As he finished speaking, a group of people rushed over and surrounded the woman. She was so frightened her face turned pale. She said, Auntie, I beg you, I really don't want to marry that old man. Please don't pressure me. Tell him he's my own father. He can't treat me like this. Watching the crowd drag her around, Li Cheng found it amusing. She keeps saying she doesn't like it and wants to escape, but she doesn't actually run. She'd rather wait to be caught than stop arguing with me. If that's not crazy, what is? I wonder which unlucky guy ends up with a wife like this. If it rains, she probably won't even know to go home. He's bound to cry later. Shaking his head, Li Cheng turned and got into the car. Suddenly, he felt himself being knocked into the vehicle, and a heavy weight pressed down on his back. Drive now. The woman held tightly to the car door, shouting excitedly, trying to get the driver to go. But old Wang didn't move, he only followed his boss's orders. Li Cheng found an opportunity to shake the woman off and scrambled up. What the hell? You lunatic, what do you want now? The woman said urgently, please, tell the driver to go. I'm begging you. Save me, please. Li Cheng rolled his eyes. The police station is right ahead. Instead of begging them to save you, you come to me? You're seriously messed up. Get out now, or I won't be nice about it. A flash of viciousness crossed the woman's eyes. She lunged at Li Cheng and kissed him on the mouth. That was my first kiss. Save me, and I'll marry you. Li Cheng was stunned. In this situation, it was a first in both his lives. Old Wang, watching the rearview mirror, saw this and hit the gas, quickly shaking off the woman's relatives. You're safe now. Can you let go of me first? The woman blushed, climbed off Li Cheng, and said, thank you. I'll repay you. Li Cheng shook his head. I'll drop you off at the next bus stop. Take care of yourself. Next time you want to run, do it quickly. Standing around like a fool waiting to be caught. The woman bit her red lips. I'm not leaving. I'm going home with you. I want to marry you. Chapter 13, The Vicious Capitalist. Li Cheng was taken aback, then frowned. Marriage isn't a game. Using me once to escape is fine, I won't hold it against you. But if you try to push further, I have plenty of ways to deal with you. The woman pouted, tears welling up in her eyes. I'm going to be forced into marriage anyway, to that old man. I'd rather marry you. At least you're young and handsome. They're really driving me to the edge. Please, save me. You don't have to tie yourself down for life. If Tianshan City can't hold you, you can go far away. This country is huge, you can survive anywhere. Why not run farther, to a place where they can't find you? The woman was lost in thought, then shook her head. I can't go too far. My mother is bedridden, and I need to take care of her. The monthly nursing fees are tens of thousands, I can't afford them. I have to go back and beg my father, but he forces me to marry one of his business partners before he'll pay for her medicine. That partner is almost 50, already has a wife but no kids, so he wants me to bear him a child. I've escaped again and again, but I can't abandon my mother. Li Cheng suddenly understood. So there was a reason behind it. No wonder he didn't run away. Your father is indeed quite ruthless. Have you never thought of suing him? Supporting his wife and daughter is his obligation. What he did already amounts to trafficking women. The girl shook her head, looking distressed. It's useless. He divorced my mother over 10 years ago. I'm an adult now. He has no obligation or responsibility. He didn't force me either. He just used my mother's medical expenses as a means to make me comply.
You can ride in such a luxury car, so you must be very rich. As long as you can help me pay for my mother's medical expenses,
I can marry you.
After understanding the whole story, Li Cheng's brow relaxed. I do have the good habit of helping others, but I'm a businessman.
Businessmen pursue profit.
You can tell me what value you can bring.
Of course. This value must be something not everyone can provide.
A glimmer of hope appeared in the girl's eyes. Her mind raced. Things like marriage and having children are values any woman can provide. A wealthy young master like him definitely doesn't care about young and beautiful girls.
There are fresh ones every day. After being used, she would be kicked away. I have excellent academic results.
Li Cheng smiled slightly.
That doesn't seem like something rare, does it?
The girl quickly shook her head.
I was the top scorer in the Tianhai City College entrance exam. I'm now a freshman at Tianhai Key University.
I get scholarships every year.
I can earn money.
As long as you help me, I'll give you all the money I earn in the future. Li Cheng took out 2 wet wipes from the car and wiped the girl's face. Then he said, so you really are the top scorer, Brother Shinching?
Last year I had someone try to recruit you early. You flatly refused.
I never thought you'd come to this.
Brother Shinching was stunned. Last year's recruitment? After the college entrance exam results came out last year, many companies came to recruit me. Which company are you from?